in a world awash in uncertainty.
That makes me
Are you
so
triggered?
I am very triggered.
I almost said Bryan Adams.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you, Bryan
You can thank
Adams.
Bryan Adams, too.
Straight
I
from
get
the
it.
heart.
And we're gonna take it to the McMahons.
But Sinbad apparently never made a Shazam movie.
What?
Your anus.
I just put in notice.
Two brave heroes take on all things action.
Hi guys, welcome to a very special edition of All Things Action Videocast. It is the Halloween edition of All Things Action Videocast.
Yeah.
Raiden, it's a pain in the ass to try to get you to sit down and do anything for this episode. We were going to make a short story, and he decided that wasn't going to happen. And then we almost didn't do this, but we're going to do it. This is what we're doing, guys.
Yes.
Tonight, today, whatever time you're watching this. I hope it finds you well, and I hope it finds you in the Halloween spirit, because tonight, on All Things Action Videocast, we will be doing commentary for the 1968 zombie OG Night of the Living Dead. It's George A. Romero's quintessential
Classic.
classic. Yes, Raiden. That's exactly what it is. It is a classic. This is the one that started it all.
With
one
the
of,
zombie.
yes, one of my favorite movies of all time in any genre, but definitely one of the top ones when it comes to horror. So thank you for jumping in and getting to every word that I was going to get into. What am I thinking right now? Popcorn. Make sure you grab the popcorn, guys. Settle in. We're going to try to get through as much as we possibly can, and I hope you enjoy it. I hope we kind of humor you, and I hope you watch along with us as we're going to get started. So here we go, guys. We're going to start the movie right now. This is the button. Here we go, guys.
Let's do it.
Is this your first time watching it?
No,
Yes.
I've watched this before.
Okay, Raiden, this
We've
is your
watched
very
it, like,
first
3
time.
times.
Okay,
Yes.
here we go.
I love this movie.
Oh, it's in black and white.
Yes, it's in black and white. You are correct. And one of the interesting things about this movie, guys, is that the reason why we're able to do this today is because
There's no
they
copyright.
don't have a copyright on it. So it's technically public domain, which was a huge snafu back in 1968 when they finally distributed the movie. George A. Romero put a copyright on there, and then the distributors actually changed the name to Night of the Living Dead. Right there should be a copyright on the title. See how it flicked just now on there? That's where it used to be. So, yep, screenplay by John Russo and George A. Romero, and it's kind of cool. A lot of the actors are actually people who did work in and around Pittsburgh. So, this was filmed in Pennsylvania in the late 60s.
I have a question real quick.
Yeah.
What was the original name, do you know?
I don't know. I'll look that up real quick. While I'm doing that, you guys settle in. Let the people kind of know what's going on right now.
Well, they're just going to the cemetery right now. If you can't tell, there's a little sign that says cemetery entrance. It looks almost like a road work sign.
Yeah.
Or like a pedestrian sign. Are you getting scared yet?
No.
Not getting scared yet. I feel like you will later.
Puppy.
You'll probably like freak out and then like run. But like, that's fun.
They ought to make the day the time changes the first day of summer. What?
Well, it's 8 o'clock and it's still light.
A lot of good the extra daylight does us. Now, we've still got a 3-hour drive back. We're not going to be home until after midnight.
Well, if it really bugged you, Johnny, you wouldn't do it.
You think I want to blow Sunday on a scene like this? You know, I figure we're either going to have to move Mother out here or move the grave into Pittsburgh.
She can't make a trip like this.
Oh, darn it, she can't. Is there any of that candy left?
No.
Look at this thing. We still remember. I don't. You know, I don't even remember what the man looks like.
Johnny, it takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes to put the wreath on the grave and 6 hours to drive back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know what it was called,
Mother wants
guys.
to remember, so we trot 200 miles into the country and she stays at
It
home.
had to be
Well, we're
something
here, John,
that's
all right?
not
So,
negative.
so Barbara and Johnny are brother and sister, like you two, and their mom makes them drive up to.
Coming back on the air after an interruption due to technical problem.
No, so he shuts off the radio. But they have to put this wreath up every year. Their mom makes them drive out and do that. And like Johnny said,
Nothing wrong with the radio.
can't even remember what
Which
their
row
dad
is
was
it
like.
in?
It'd been so long.
This is creepy right
Yeah.
Are you getting creeped out?
now. Kind of. Don't push me.
Well, there's no one around.
You don't need to fight with me.
It's late. You've gotten up earlier.
Oh, look, I already lost an hour's sleep on the time change.
I think you complain just to hear yourself talk. There it is.
So it's kind of interesting how it starts out rather mellow and quickly escalates into a full-on horror movie. And it just
I
goes
wonder
from
what happened to the one from last year.
one bad thing to another bad thing.
Each year we spend good money on these things. We come out here and the one from last year's gone.
Well, the flowers die, and the caretaker or somebody takes them away.
Yeah, a little spit and polish. You can clean this up. Sell it next year. Wonder how many times we bought the same one.
You scared already, Bear?
I'm getting scared.
It only gets better from here.
He's kind of a
Is
baby
that guy
with
gonna
horror
smoke
movies.
again?
Is that guy gonna smoke again?
Yeah, and you were smoking on the
Hey, come on,
right
Barb.
up.
Church was
Yeah,
this
that's true.
morning,
He
huh?
was.
Wait, why are we giving this movie away?
What do you mean, giving it away?
We're not giving it away. We're giving.
Okay,
our
you see
input.
something off in the distance there. Or someone off in the distance.
Hey, I mean, praying's for church,
Sure.
huh? Come on.
No,
I haven't seen you in church lately.
Well, there's not much sense in my going to church. Do you remember one time when we were small, we were out here? It was from right over there. I jumped out at you from behind the tree, and Grandpa got all excited, and he shook his fist at me, and he said, "Boys, you'll be damned to hell." Remember that? Right over there.
I don't
You
know.
used to really be scared here.
Here, listen, Raiden. This is one of the most iconic lines.
You're still afraid.
Stop it now, I mean it.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it. You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
He'll hear you.
Here he comes now. I'm getting out of here.
Johnny.
Johnny runs off. She's gonna go up and say sorry for Johnny being a dick. Instead, she's mauled by what we believe is just a nutty guy.
Not a zombie.
They don't know what it is yet.
Kind of looks like a zombie to me.
This is zombie.
Johnny's really having a fight with this guy.
Why isn't she helping?
Two full-grown men. And Johnny hits the side of a tombstone. And that's when she knows something's not right with this guy.
Kick him in the face. just leave your brother to die. Does that make sense? Why do they always trip? In every horror movie, everyone who runs trips. What is this?
Well, she had her shoes on still. One of the interesting things about this movie in general too is the interactions that you see with the zombies. In some movies they have 0 brains and so they don't do anything that's remotely functional. But if you watch in this sequence, the zombie seems as though he really has some sort of plan. And he's going to utilize tools to get that plan done. Picks up the brick and he's into the car. A lot of zombie shows, they don't pick up anything. They don't have the cognitive function to pick things up.
You need to drive faster. Floor it.
You gotta keep your foot down and get the thing. And then she goes and gets herself locked in.
She's smart. Why would you run into a tree? I'm just gonna keep running.
That doesn't matter.
Zombies still coming. In the distance, she sees the farmhouse. It's kind of interesting. The cast and crew actually lived in that farmhouse while they shot the movie. Yeah. They rented it out for a couple $100 and shot the movie, the whole thing, on site.
Didn't we see that thing on Pluto or whatever? With the casting crew?
Yeah. Yeah, we watched a documentary, didn't we?
Yeah. The one guy.
Just a house full of zombies.
That one guy, that zombie, I think actually was one of the guys in that documentary.
Yeah, he was there right at the end.
Yeah.
Doing the Comic-Con.
Yep.
Yep. So yeah, the house looks pretty well abandoned. She decides to scope out what's in the house. Of course, finding the kitchen drawer full of knives.
Why would you just have a kitchen drawer full of knives? If you tried to open that and grab one out, you'd probably stab yourself on another one. Some people.
Bear, just watch. Bear, this is part of Halloween, man. You gotta
He's a
scare
baby.
yourself a little, you know?
He's a baby.
You're old enough to be watching this. I think Samaya watched like Blair Witch Project when she was 10.
Yeah, when I was 10, that's the first, like,
I don't know what
big
that
horror
is.
movie I watched.
Well, if you can handle this one, I think this is actually the first one I ever showed Samaya.
Yeah. With the Blair Witch.
So she kind of gets triggered by the animal heads on the wall.
Like
She
being in a
realizes she doesn't have to worry about it, but she hears the zombie outside now. He's tracked her. Ah, and the son of a bitch just took the phone line out.
Damn.
That's gonna play a huge role in it in a little bit. Oh, right then and there.
Literally, she could have used that phone 5 minutes ago.
Hell, 30 seconds ago she would have been okay.
Jesus Christ.
why I said you should come up by me.
Okay.
Also, spots.
Swapping spots.
Yeah.
Alright.
No!
It is. It's starting to get dark out.
Just all of a sudden.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god!
Just all of a sudden it gets dark and then a whole horde.
Yeah, now there's more.
Makes sense. So, are these the only two people that are actually like humans here?
Well, you gotta watch.
Because, like, I can't really remember.
Bear, here's the dark truth.
Hmm.
Oh, look.
Oops, you dropped your knife. Better pick that up. She's not wearing shoes and she just ran over her knife. What
No,
the?
she still has it in her hand.
I saw her drop it.
Now this is where it gets kind of crazy.
Never mind.
You're thinking, who's this guy? This is Dwayne Jones. He's the only real, true actor, accomplished actor
Right.
in the movie.
Dang. That's kind of crazy.
Don't worry about him. I can handle him.
Everybody else was kind
as
of
soon as they find out
a
about
family friend or crew member doing double duty.
Truck is out of gas.
That's
This
pretty
pump out here is locked. Is there a key? We can try to get out of here if we can get some gas. Is there a key?
So you guys got to remember that it's 1968 when this movie came out. To have a
So we
powerful
tried this.
lead actor who was African American was a pretty
rare thing.
pretty rare thing, yeah.
Do you live here?
No.
Romero said when he wrote the screenplay, he didn't write it with anybody's race in mind.
Yeah.
It just so happened the best actor they could get was Dwayne Jones, and so they ran with it. It just so happened to be African American.
Yeah.
Dwayne Jones?
Yep.
Wait, is he still alive?
We have to get where there's some other people.
I don't know. It's questions for
Great,
later.
I got it.
Maybe we better take some food. I'll see if I can find some food.
I think Barbara's still in shock
Yeah.
from the encounter.
I would too if
And
I
then
saw
she
a dead
starts
body.
to realize that Johnny's still out there. Yeah, blood dripping down now from upstairs.
Yikes.
I don't like this at all. Getting too scary.
No, he's not alive right now.
When did he pass away?
1988.
1988. About your age, Bear.
From what? Just old age?
What's happening?
How do you think it's happening?
What's
He's only
happening?
like 51.
Oh, see, these zombies are smart. They just broke out the headlights.
Two of them.
Yeah. Raiden.
There are two of them out there. Have you seen any more around here? I can take care of those two.
Died from a heart attack.
I know you're afraid, but we
That's too bad.
What's happening?
Thwack him in the forehead.
That one down.
Exactly how you do it.
There, more zombies.
I don't think he's a whale.
It's a good thing they're not too fast, huh?
I like that he's probably just like thwacking the ground.
Yeah.
that a zombie?
That's a zombie. He's in the house.
Oh, dear Jesus.
That was probably the guy who owned the farmhouse.
Oh, good God. She's gonna die.
Barbara's got to get it together. Tire iron. What's he gonna use?
His bare arms. And not the gun.
We got the tire iron again. Zing! Stabbed him with it. What do you think of that, Bear?
Wait, did he
See?
in the head?
Got him right in the melon. Right in the cabeza. Right, Samaya, cabeza.
Cabeza is spring of head, right? Cabeza?
Got the other one.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they're starting to surround the house.
They know we're in here now.
They know we're in here now.
What is she
He's
gonna
still
do?
alive.
Don't look at it.
I'm pretty sure for back then it was hard to have
His
them
eye
hold
just
their-
like
yeah,
twitch.
hold their breath and stuff, you know.
Oh.
I literally just saw his eye like twitch.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah, because they casted real people as zombies.
I understand that. I'm not doubting.
Watch this, Bear.
What is
Takes the
he?
zombie out. He's like, I'm gonna light this son of a bitch on fire.
On a blaze!
Walk into that, you gosh.
No, it hurts them.
They don't like fire.
Well, they should just set the whole house on fire then.
With them inside?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Idiot.
So that they don't suffer.
No, light all the zombies ablaze.
Get some more lights on in this house.
You can't light all of them ablaze, Raiden.
Yes, you can. Just
You can't get a hold of all
oh
of
wait, no. You
No.
spray the ground. You spray the grass, and then you light it,
them. And then you light it.
and then it will spread, and they won't go. Nail. What is that? Is those nails?
Nails.
Screws and nails.
Why don't you see if you can find some wood, some boards, something there by the fireplace, something we can nail this place up.
Wait, is he an African American, and is the girl
I know you're afraid.
like an American?
But we
A
have
white
to try to
American.
board the house
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to board up the
Caucasian
windows and
American.
the doors.
What's
You
that
understand?
mean?
We'll be
What?
all right here.
Caucasian is white.
We'll be all right here until someone comes to
So
rescue
you
us.
and
But we'll have to
me
work together. You'll have to help me.
and
Now, I
Smile.
want you to go in and get some wood so
Yeah,
I can board the place
Caucasian.
up. Do you understand? Okay? Okay?
I don't know,
She's also Caucasian.
but she's tan.
She's still white. Oh, good God.
I don't know why.
If Mom didn't get a...
Mom from the other room.
Mom from the other one.
Hard to believe, Bear. We're already a good 20 minutes into this movie.
How long is it?
It's an hour and a half. Got a little more than an hour left.
Oof.
Yeah, and we have been filming for 24.
Hey, Barbara. Let's not make a lot of noise.
Idiot.
She's so stupid.
Because the zombies like hearing noises. They get drawn to it.
Jesus.
Zing.
Voice crack.
Now we're just seeing how they prep. So here's what's funny. He says, you know, go try to find some wood and stuff like that. And somehow conveniently the dude finds
All of it.
all the wood, dare we say? Who just has random slats of wood just laying around in their kitchen?
In their kitchen of all places. Like,
And then what does Barbara find?
A fire pit.
wood.
Little pieces of wood.
3 small pieces of wood.
What is she supposed to do with?
It's like sticks, basically, is what she grabbed.
It's like sticks and stones.
Yeah.
And then he's got doors and giant slabs of wood, and she's got these 3 little
Like,
sticks.
I'll just put these here by the refrigerator. Although I will say, she sees that Ben needs some help. So she goes over and holds the door for him.
That's good.
That's right.
That's not nice.
That is a lot of noise. That's the only problem. They're not aware that the noise is what's drawing the dead towards them. So Bear, so many movies about zombies were made after this
Why?
because it was so successful.
Out some nails. Pick out the biggest ones you can find.
And you know what's funny? Is they used to put this movie
This room looks pretty secure.
on like Saturday matinees. A lot of
If we have to, we can
back
run
in the
in here and board up
60s
the doors.
and 70s, people just would drop their kids off
Won't be long
on,
before
like,
they see
Saturday
black powder
morning.
their way in here. They're afraid now.
at the movie theater, and the kids would just watch movies all day long. So this was in
Afraid
there.
of fire. I found that out.
This was a movie that the kids watched.
Oh, good
Little
God.
kids younger than you. And
Oh my god.
Oh my
their
god.
parents had no idea.
It says don't watch this movie alone, and you watched it alone.
Yeah.
Place back out in the room
Well, you're
called
watching it
Beekman's-
with friends.
Beekman's Diner.
With
Touch that.
with my friends,
Yeah. With family.
with family, and because my sister.
Anyhow, that's where I found that
And
truck
my-
I have out there. There's a radio on the truck.
Why is she acting so like a
I jumped
zombie?
in to listen to it.
She's in
A
shock.
big gasoline truck came screaming right across the road. But there must have been 10, 15 of those things chasing after it.
Is this movie not
Grabbing,
rated
holding
since
on.
it's not copywritten?
That's
It's
probably
rated,
true
see?
too.
Now, I didn't see them at first.
Where?
That's 4 stars.
I meant like PG,
I could just see that the
PG-13,
truck was
Oh,
moving in a
R.
funny
That's
way.
yeah, probably
Those
not
things catching up to
copyright.
it.
This is probably a PG-13 movie.
Wait, how old were you when you first actually watched this?
Slammed on my
I
brakes.
don't know, it's
to keep from hitting
probably
myself.
Samaya's age.
It went right through the guard.
I've watched it before.
Yeah, 'cause you watched it with dad.
Yeah.
Well, now you're watching it.
I guess
Yeah, now I'm only 9
Guess the driver
freaking
must have-
years old.
I
Cut
was
off the
like
road.
9 freaking
in a
years
gas
old
station
when I
by
watched
Beekman's
it.
Diner. It went right through the billboard.
Yeah, but
Ripped
this
over
is
the
my
gas.
special.
Never
this
stopped
is
moving.
my first
Right now
time,
it's like a
and this
moving
is your
bonfire.
like what second time?
Third, probably.
Third?
Didn't know if the truck was going to explode or what.
How did this guy get here though?
Well, that's what he's kind of talking about. Was he watched things go to hell? He watched this big tanker truck just careen
I
off the
looked
road.
back at the diner to see
Wow. That'd be
if there was anyone there who could help me. It was when I noticed that the entire place had been encircled.
So he's at a diner.
Wasn't a sign of life left.
He sees somebody who looked like they
By now there were no more
you know,
screams.
needed some help. Realized something was wrong. Went back towards the diner, and zombies were all around the diner.
50 or 60 of those things just
60?
standing there,
Yeah.
staring at me. I I started to drive. I just plowed right through them. They didn't move. They didn't run or just stood there staring at me. Just wanted to crush them. They scattered through the air like bugs.
Aw.
It's very
We
descriptive.
were riding in the cemetery. Johnny and me. Johnny. We came to put a wreath on my father's grave. Johnny. And he said, "Can I have some candy, Barbara?" We didn't have any. And, oh, it's hot in here. Hot.
So her description of Johnny makes him
And he
sound
said,
like he's a little kid.
"Oh, it's late.
Johnny
Why
wanted
did we
candy.
start so late?" And I said, "Johnny, if you'd gotten up earlier, we wouldn't be late."
Sounds like something that
Johnny
you'd
asked
tell a
me
little
if I
kid.
were afraid. And I said, "I'm not afraid, Johnny." And then this man started walking up the road. He came slowly,
So
and Johnny kept teasing me.
Ben's
and saying,
kind of listening,
"He's coming
half
to get
listening,
you,
half not
Barbara."
listening. He's
And
kinda
I
like,
laughed
yeah,
at him and said,
my
"Johnny,
story's way
stop
better.
it." And then Johnny ran away. And
So he just starts going back to
I went up to this man, and I was going to apologize.
Raising his eyebrows.
Why don't you just keep calm?
And I looked up,
and you can kind
And I
of
said,
tell that
"Please."
she's starting to escalate now.
and he grabbed me.
Triggering herself.
He grabbed me, and he ripped at me. He held me, and he ripped at my clothes.
I think you should just calm down.
Oh, I screamed, "Johnny! Johnny, help me! Oh,
Johnny!
Where you going?
Let me go. He ripped me."
Now, come on.
No, I need to
And then
do
Johnny came and
What do
he
you need to
ran
do?
and He fought this man. And I got so afraid. I ran.
Come
I
here.
ran.
Come here.
This is way too scary.
No, it's not even. No.
We've got
By today's standards, this is mild.
to wait for
This is
Johnny.
like nothing.
To you.
I need to go pee real quick.
Exactly.
Do you
We
need to go
gotta
pee?
out and get
No.
him.
No? Well, you
I
just sit
know.
down.
We have to go out and get Johnny. He's out there. Please, don't you hear me? We've got to go out and get him.
Now she's realizing
Please.
Johnny's still out
We
there.
have got to go get Johnny. Please help me. Please.
Don't you know what's going on out there? This is no Sunday school picnic.
Don't you understand? My brother is alone.
Your brother is dead.
No, my brother is not dead.
Oh,
What?
Oh,
Oh
damn.
my.
he just pretty much decked her, and she's up. But she was hysterical. She needed to calm down. You got her calmed down, all right. For an African American man, Raiden, to slap a woman, that's pretty big time. Back in the 60s.
What's that mean?
Because of the obvious threat to untold numbers of citizens, and because of the crisis which is even now developing, this radio station will remain on the air day and night. This station and hundreds of other radio and TV stations throughout this part of the country are pooling their resources through an emergency network hookup to keep you informed of all developments. At this hour, we repeat, these are the facts as we know them. There is an epidemic of mass murder being committed by a virtual army of unidentified assassins. The murders are taking place in villages, cities, rural homes, and suburbs with no apparent pattern or reason for the slaying. It seems to be a sudden, general explosion of mass homicide. We have some descriptions of the assassins. Eyewitnesses say they are ordinary-looking people. Some say they appear to be in a kind of trance. Others describe them as being...
Uh-oh.
What?
Zombies are starting to encircle the house.
So, at this point, there is no really authentic way for us to say who or what to look for and guard yourself against. Misshapen monsters. Reaction of law enforcement officials is one of complete bewilderment in this hour. So far, we have
He's gonna have to
been
kill a
unable
bunch
to
of them.
determine that any kind of
No,
organized
he's gonna light it
investigation
up,
is underway.
Blaze.
Police, sheriff deputies, and
Looks
emergency
like
ambulances
starting the fire in the house just to
calls
keep
for help.
them
The scene can best be described as mayhem. Mayors of Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Miami,
Blaze.
along with the governors of several eastern and midwestern states, have indicated
There he finds a little chair.
at any moment, but that has not happened as yet. The only advice our reporters have been able to
He's
get
covering
from
it
officials
in lighter fluid.
is for private citizens to stay in their homes.
Why is he coughing and chewing
Do not
like
venture outside for any reason until the
think
nature of this
he's,
crisis has been determined, and until we can
planning
advise
on
what course of action to take. Keep listening
using
to radio
it
and TV
to keep the
for any
zombies
special
away.
instructions as this crisis develops further.
Hey Bear, it's 9/11.
And factory workers
911.
are being urged to stay at their places of employment,
Ah.
not to make any attempt to get to their homes. However, in spite of this urging and warning, streets and highways
So,
are
what did I
packed
miss?
with frantic people trying to...
Ben punched Barbara.
Oh, that's fun.
And he's gonna light something ablaze.
Just like you wanted.
Light the chair ablaze.
Light that chair! Light that chair!
Just lit the chair.
It's not a very good looking chair. It could deserve.
Ah!
It can deserve. to go
Zombie
down.
hate fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've just received word
Bottom
that
all
the
the time.
president has called a meeting of his cabinet to deal with the
Lighting the chair
which
ablaze.
has seized the eastern third of this nation. The meeting is scheduled to convene within the hour. Members of the presidential cabinet will be joined by officials of the FBI and joint persons behind closed
Light a chair ablaze.
Hey, that place is starting to come together.
be an official announcement as soon as possible following that
Doesn't look
meeting.
like it's Ben's first rodeo raid.
Just received in our newsroom.
Probably
Latest
not.
word also from National Press Services
He
in
said
Washington, D.C.
the
now
diner.
tells us that the emergency presidential conference, which we've just mentioned, will include high-ranking
I'm gonna go
scientists,
grab
national
blanket.
aeronautics, and the space industry.
Why? We got one right
Yeah,
here.
Raiden, use this one. These fuzzy blankets are pretty nice, though.
Have joined their facilities in an emergency network to bring you this news as it develops.
Is she still
We urge you to
triggered?
stay tuned to radio and TV
Maybe not in
and
the sense
to
of
stay indoors at all costs. Late reports
Probably
reaching this newsroom
Out of
tell of
it.
frightened
Because
people
it was
seeking
already out of
refuge in
it.
churches, schools, and government buildings, demanding shelter and protection from the wholesale
Maybe
murder,
not.
which apparently is engulfing much of the nation.
Triggeredness out of her.
What is he doing?
He is finally taking a break.
Yeah, after
Dude,
boarding up the whole
boarded
house.
up the whole house, yeah.
And I did something ablaze.
Now he's gonna
Nice
smoke.
smoking, Bear. Apparently, everybody in the 60s smoked.
Why?
I don't know.
I think that's why he died. Wait, did he actually smoke?
I don't know.
If he... Wait, what did you say he died from smoke?
Heart attack.
Wait, can cigarettes...
They can contribute to a heart attack, yeah.
It wouldn't be like the overall cause. But
Yeah, cigarettes can lead to
contribute.
cancer and stuff like that.
Right.
Oh, damn.
What's that?
What?
Is that a gun?
Found a gun.
Oh!
Wonder who it's. We just got a gun. Wonder who it's from.
And
Sorry.
plus he can
Alright,
shoot the
go ahead,
zombies from
Explorer.
the face.
No, it's Blue's Clues. We he
Blue's
just got
Clues
a
talks
letter.
about-
Wonder who it's from.
Yeah.
Blue's Clues never said we just got a gun, wonder who it's from.
Yeah, but they said we just got a letter.
Yeah.
I just changed some words.
Do.
Southeastern
Do
portion of Texas.
that.
Similar killings have been reported around the Houston and Galveston areas, but nothing
Are her
Found a
shoes
gun
so
with
leather?
bullets out there.
Did you hear that?
Where's Galveston?
Texas? Remember that was the place I was going to take you guys? Galveston, Texas?
When were you gonna take us there?
It's the closest
Place is
place in
boarded up pretty solid
Nebraska that you can drive
We
to
gotta be all right here for a
get to
while.
the ocean.
Oh.
Bullets,
Wait, it
food, and radio.
where was gonna
Sooner or later, someone
be the
bound to
FC
come and get us out.
Regionals? Where was that gonna be?
The
Or
Nationals?
This year?
Yeah, the Nationals.
Nationals was in Texas.
Well, part
that's
of
us. We're doing all
Texas.
right.
Frisco, Texas, something like that.
Where's
Dallas,
that at?
Dallas, Texas.
I'm
Where's
gonna.
regionals gonna
Look,
be?
I don't know if you're here.
Do we know?
I'm
Saginaw,
going
Michigan.
upstairs now.
Michigan!
Aren't we already gonna go to Michigan?
If anything should try to break in here, I can hear
I don't
it
know.
up there. I'll be down to take care of it.
I think we are.
Everything is all right for now. I'll be back to reinforce the windows and doors later. But you'll be all right for now, okay? Okay.
That's what we say when you like poop.
Civil defense officials in Cumberland have told newsmen that murder victims
Pew pew.
show evidence of having been partially devoured.
Bang bang.
Alright, he's upstairs now. Got that dead body right at the top of the stairs.
Yuck.
Person's face was eaten off.
Everybody just saying the same thing to me.
I'll just take this rug.
Ew, gross.
No. Oh. Throw it out the window and light it up, please.
Raiden likes lighting dead bodies on fire, apparently.
Well,
Reports
in
from
this
witnesses
movie, you
to
kind
the
of have
effect
to
of
light it up,
though they were in a kind of trance,
Light it
were
up,
killing
please.
and eating their victims,
Burnt out.
prompted authorities
Yeah,
to examine the
burn
bodies.
it
Now this is where they
Medical authorities in Cumberland have concluded that in all cases, the killers are eating the flesh of the people they murdered. Repeating this latest bulletin just received moments ago from
Flesh
Cumberland,
eaters.
Maryland, civil defense authorities have told newsmen that murder victims show evidence of having been partially devoured by their murderers. Medical examination of victims' bodies shows conclusively that the killers are eating the flesh of the people they killed. And so this incredible story becomes more ghastly with each report.
Zombie.
It's difficult to imagine such a thing actually happening, but these are the reports we have been receiving and passing on to you, reports which have been verified as completely as is possible in this confused situation. It is happening, and it would appear that no one is safe from this wave of mass murder.
Don't shoot. We're from town. A radio.
County, Pennsylvania, the Butler County Sheriff is verified by their slayers is true. No further details available at this time. However,
How long you guys been down there? I could use some help up here.
That's the cellar. It's the safest place.
You mean you didn't hear the racket you were making up here?
How are we supposed to know what was going on? Could have been those things for all we knew.
That girl was screaming. Sure, you must know what a girl screaming sounds like. Those things don't make any noise. Anybody would know somebody ever needed help.
Look, it's kind of hard to hear what's going on from down there. We thought we could hear screams, but for all we knew, that could have meant those things were in the house afterward.
And you wouldn't come up and help.
Well, if there were more. The racket sounded like the place was being ripped apart. How were we supposed to know what was going on?
Now, wait a minute. You just got finished saying you couldn't hear from down there. Now you say it sounded like the place was being ripped apart. It would be nice if you get your story straight, man.
All right, now you tell me. I'm not going to take that kind of a chance when we got a safe place. We luck into a safe place, and you're telling us we got to risk our lives just because somebody might need help, huh?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, why don't we settle this? Look, mister, we came up. Okay, we're here. Now I suggest we all go back downstairs before any of those things find out we're in here.
They can't get in here.
You got the whole place boarded up?
Yeah, most of it. All but a few spots upstairs. They won't be hard to fix.
You're insane. The cellar's the safest place.
I'm telling you, they can't get in here.
And I'm telling you, those things turned over our car. We were damn lucky to get away at all. Now, you tell me those things can't get through this lousy pile of wood? His wife and kids downstairs. Kids with her.
Well, I still think we're better off up here.
We could strengthen everything up, Mr. Cooper.
With all of us working, we could fix this place up in no time. We have everything we need up here.
We can take all that up downstairs with us. Man, you're really crazy. You know that? You got 1,000,000 windows up here. All these windows, you're gonna make them strong enough to keep these things out, huh?
I told you those things don't have any strength. I smashed 3 of them and pushed another one out the door.
Did you hear me when I told you they turned over our car?
Oh, hell, any good 5 men can do that.
That's my point. Only there's not going to be 5 or even 10. There's going to be 20, 30, maybe 100 of those things. And as soon as they know we're here, this place is going to be crawling with them.
Well, if there are that many, they'll probably get us wherever we are.
Look, the cellar. The cellar, there's only one door, right? Just one door, that's all we have to protect. Tom and I fixed it so it locks and boards from the inside. But up here, all these windows, why, we'd never know where they were going to hit us next.
You got a point, Mr. Cooper. But down in the cellar, there's no place to run to. I mean, if they did get in, there'd be no back exit. We'd be done for. We can get out of here if we have to. And we got windows to see what's going on outside. But down there with no windows, if a rescue party did come, we wouldn't even know it.
But the cellar is the strongest place.
The cellar is a death trap.
I don't know, Mr. Cooper.
I think they both got points,
Yeah.
but
You know
the
how
cellar
many's
is
out
a
there?
death trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if the zombies get into the
You two
cellar,
can do whatever you like.
They can't really go
I'm
out.
going back down to
only
the
one way
cellar,
in, there's
and you
only
better
one way
decide.
yeah.
Because I'm going to board up that door, and I'm not going to unlock it again no matter what happens. Now, please. No, I'm not going to wait. I've made my decision, now you make yours.
Now, wait a minute. Let's think about this. We can make it to the cellar if we have to. And if we do decide to stay down there, we'll need some things from up here. So let's at least consider this a while.
Which one?
That guy.
Oh, good God. At least it wasn't
You
as
brought
bad as the
yourself to the cellar and
mullet.
those things get in the house, you've had it. At least up here you have a fighting chance.
Did you just flip me off?
No, I think.
Yeah, it looks like about 8 or 10 up there now.
There's more than there were. There are a lot out back, too.
Let us stick a blaze, idiot.
The hand is made of paper mache.
Shoot!
No, it's gonna make a lot of noise.
Do something.
Shot the guy, but it was in the chest. Doesn't matter.
It's all right.
Shoot him again.
In the forehead, you dum-dum. In the forehead.
Now he's got it figured out.
Ah, shoot. Now there's a lot of them. Oh my God.
Oh,
what
Jesus.
I did.
There's the makeup artist. She dressed up like a zombie. Ate a bug.
We gotta fix these boards.
Did she actually eat a bug?
You're crazy.
There's a prop bug.
Those things are going to
Like
be
a
in every
candy
window and
bug.
door in this
Oh,
place.
thank
It looks
Jesus.
real,
We've got to get
doesn't
down
it?
into the cellar.
Like
Damn
a
sure.
candy
Get out of here.
butterfly.
Yep.
Can you not
I'm
push
taking the
me?
girl with me.
Sorry.
Keep your hands off it. And everything else comes up here, too. Because if I stay up here, I'm fighting for everything up here. And the radio and the food is part of what I'm fighting for.
Obviously, there's a power
If you're going
struggle
down the cellar,
between the
get.
new guy and
Man's
Ben.
insane. He's insane. We've got to have food down there. We've got a right.
It's your house.
We've got a right.
You going down there with him?
Well,
Yes or no? This is your last chance. No beating around the bush.
Oh my god, I just realized he has a bowl cut.
She can't possibly. I couldn't bring her up here. She can't possibly take all the racket from
Sarah is
those
too
things smashing through the
unfortunate
windows.
for me.
Well, you're her father. If you're stupid enough to go die in that trap, that's your business. However, I am not stupid enough to follow you. It is tough.
I
but
need
it
you
is
to better
also
haircut.
stupid.
They're
Now,
halfway
get the
down.
hell down in the
You
cellar.
can go make it
You
yourself.
can be the
if you
boss
really
down
need
there. I'm boss up
I
here.
only need
it.
it.
Open it, shove it in the microwave for 2 minutes, grab a bowl.
I don't need it,
You know, I'm going to open this door again. I mean it.
Mr. Cooper, with your help, we could...
With my help.
Let him go, man. His mind is made up. Just let him go.
Wait a minute.
We'll ask and see if she do it.
Judy, come on up here, honey.
You're going to let them get her, too, huh?
Come here.
It's all right. Go ahead.
If we stick together, man, we can fix it up real good.
I might.
There's lots of places we can run to up here. Mr. Cooper, we'd all be a lot better off. All three of us
Mr.
were working
Cooper
together.
has decided to lock himself and his wife and his daughter downstairs.
What about that person?
Yeah, they're gonna stay upstairs.
He's wrong, you know.
Now there's a new wrinkle
I'm not boxing myself in down there.
What's the new wrinkle?
that there's other survivors.
Gotcha.
Well, we're safe now. Boarded up tight.
What about Tom and Judy?
They want to stay up there, let them.
So you guys remember the zombie that just ate the bug?
Yeah.
It's the same woman
There are
who is the wife,
two other people
Mrs.
upstairs.
Cooper.
A man and a girl.
We heard the screaming.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but I didn't know who they were.
That it can go. It can
Take
go
any
from
unnecessary chances.
having a zombie to just go from a survivor.
Well, like I said, a lot of these people pulled double and triple duty on this movie.
And also, he is wearing Rick and Morty pants.
I wear Rick and Morty pants, that's right there.
And,
Ow!
and
Where'd you get the bandage?
we got something
Laundry in
that
the
a lot
basket,
of
I
people
tore a sheet.
don't have.
Are you going to show everybody what you're going to wear? Go
Maybe.
grab your mask.
Okay.
Let them stay upstairs. Let them. Too many ways those monsters can get in up there. We'll see, Lee, right? We'll see when they come begging me to let them in down here.
That's important, isn't it?
What?
To be right, everybody else to be wrong.
What do you mean by that?
Does anyone up there know why we're being attacked?
Whatever it isn't just happening here. It's some kind of mass murder. It's going on everywhere.
Oh, good
The
God.
radio said to stay inside.
Radio?
Morty.
Radio upstairs. I heard a news report.
There's a radio upstairs and you boarded us in down here?
I know what I'm doing.
What did it say?
So,
Nothing.
we got
They don't know
the
anything.
Morty
yet.
mask.
There's mass murder everywhere, and,
Yeah.
Yep, they
and
see, they
people are
see.
supposed to look for
And
a safe place to
we
hide.
also got
Take the boards
the
off that
portal
door.
gun.
Here, let me have the
We
portal.
are staying down here, Helen.
Harry, that radio is at least some kind of communication. If the authorities know what's happening, well, they'll send people for us so they tell us what to do. How are we going to know what's going on if we lock ourselves
This
in the dungeon?
works very well in darkness.
No, Raiden, we need that. Turn it on.
They'll just believe.
We may not enjoy living together,
Munich,
but dying together isn't going to solve anything. Those people aren't our enemies.
you look terrible in that Samaya.
Thanks, Raiden. So do you.
I look better than you.
Yep, sure do.
Let's go up.
Not when you put it on like that.
If Judy would come downstairs for a
Wow.
few minutes, Harry and I could come upstairs.
Portal.
Ow! Hurt my eye.
That's what you get for locking me in the face.
Alright.
Mom.
Go ask Mom what?
She wants popcorn.
Okay, open up.
So you guys go down and get some popcorn. I'll hold down the fort.
Alright, let's do it. Come on.
Give me a cup of water, too.
Alright, come on, Bear.
Go, Bear.
She wants it back.
Nope, you're going. You're gonna get him his water.
I don't have to.
Raiden, go.
I'm gonna bring up a cup.
Good care of her, Helen.
Oh, I shoot you in the face.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, that's what Maya said too.
Why
Go.
don't you go upstairs now?
Not when she whacked me in the face.
Alright, so Miss Cooper's going upstairs.
Is that a 10%?
Go. Ooh.
Her brother was killed.
I thought she was somewhere.
She went downstairs.
I gotta go help Ben.
I know.
Alright.
That's lots of noise.
No. More cigarettes, Bear.
Don't be afraid of me. I'm Helen Cooper, Harry's wife.
Hey.
I want to look at something.
This place is ridiculous. Look at this. There's a million weak spots up here. Give me one of those.
Oh, now he's smoking.
Her brother was killed.
And they talk about these windows. I can't see a damn thing. There could be 15 million of those things out there. That's how much good these windows are.
Why don't you do something to help somebody?
Did you see the...
Here, I have it. Drag a couple of those chairs together.
There's a socket over here.
got introduced yet? Because
You better watch this and try to understand what's going on. I don't want anyone's life on my hands.
Is there anything I can do to
I don't want to hear any more from you.
He's gonna check on
If you stay up here, you take orders from me.
Okay.
And that includes leaving the girl alone.
It's on, it's on. There's no sound. Play with the rabbit here.
Reports, incredible as they seem, are not the results of mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. What do they think? We're imagining all this? Shut up!
In all parts of the country. The wave of murder which is sweeping the eastern third of the nation is being committed by creatures who feast upon the flesh of their victims. First eyewitness accounts of this grisly development came from people who were understandably frightened and almost incoherent. Officials and newsmen at first discounted those eyewitness descriptions as being beyond belief. However, the reports persisted. Medical examinations of some of the victims bore out the fact that they had been partially devoured. I think we have some late word just arriving, and I'll interrupt to bring this to you. This is the latest disclosure from the report from National Civil Defense Headquarters in Washington. It has been established that persons who have recently died have been returning to life and committing acts of murder. A widespread investigation of reports from funeral homes, morgues, and hospitals has concluded that the unburied dead are coming back to life and seeking human victims. It's hard for us here to believe what we're reporting to you, but it does seem to be a fact. When this emergency first began, radio and television was advising people to stay inside, behind locked doors for safety.
Everything
that
okay?
situation has now changed. We're able
Thank
to
you.
report a definite course of action.
Pick up.
So Bear,
Civil
they
defense
just
machinery has been organized to
broadcasted
provide
that
rescue
these are
stations with
dead
food,
people.
shelter,
Yeah,
medical
'cause it's
treatment,
zombie.
and protection by armed National Guardsmen. Stay tuned to the broadcasting stations in your local area for this list of rescue stations. This list will be repeated throughout our news coverage. Look for the name of the rescue station nearest you. Make your way to that location as soon as possible.
See, they're
We
telling
have
people
that
to
truck.
go
We can
save
get some gas.
themselves.
We can get out of here.
There's a pump out by the shed.
I know that's why I pulled in here, but it's locked.
Helen's Mrs. Cooper.
By the president.
So, yeah.
Convening this
So,
conference of the presidential cabinet,
Mommy
the FBI, the Joint Chiefs of
Eastman
Staff, the CIA,
plays Helen
not produced
in
any
this
public
movie.
information. Why are
Did
space experts
the zombie
being
number one
consulted
in
about
the
an
first scene
earthbound emergency?
get into
See,
this?
there's
So far,
Judith
all
Ridley,
depending on the
who
answers
plays
to that
Judy,
question centers on the recent
and
Explorer
Keith Wayne,
satellite
who
shot
plays
to Venus.
Tom.
And Bill,
That satellite, you'll recall,
his
This is
men.
started back to Earth,
Kira
but never got
Schoen,
here.
who plays
That's the space
Karen
vehicle which
Cooper.
orbited Venus and
She's
then
the little
was
girl.
purposely destroyed
And,
by NASA when
Bill,
scientists discovered it
his
was
man
carrying a mysterious
is
high-level
zombie
radiation.
number one.
Yep.
Could that radiation be somehow
Carl
responsible
Hardman
for the
plays
wholesale
Harry
murders we're now
Cooper.
suffering? Newsman
And then,
Don Quinn, in
like we
Washington,
said,
has
doing
posed those
It's
questions.
obvious. Our best move is to try to get out of here.
Yeah,
How are you
what's
going
all
to get
that
over to
noise
that
down
pump?
Oh, that was popcorn.
You're coming from a meeting regarding the...
It was some of the air kernels.
Yes,
that was the subject of the meeting. They spilled,
There's
so I
a
had to pick
connection
them up.
between this and the phenomenon. There's a definite
Do you
connection.
butter these?
Definite connection. In other words, you feel that the
You
radiation
got
on the Venus probe is enough to
popcorn.
cause these mutations. There was a very high degree of radiation.
Just a minute. I'm not sure that that's certain at all. I don't think that has been irrefutable explanation that we have at this time.
Now, the guy who's holding the microphone
The
is George
radiation is
Romero.
not the cause of the mutation.
I can't speak for the entire military at this time, gentlemen. I must disagree with these gentlemen presently until this is irrefutably proved.
Everything is being done that can be done.
We'll have to hurry for our next meeting.
Professor, you feel that there is a definite connection between the... Definite connection as far as Dr. Keller and myself.
Doctor, please.
George
I
Romero.
thought we decided that is not proved yet.
Was the satellite, when the satellite was exploded, unusual amount of radiation enough to cause mutation under certain circumstances?
Now they're saying a satellite that exploded caused
It does seem to
mutation.
have a barrier.
Will there be a reply for the...
Later?
Yes.
There will be a reply.
Yes.
Later this afternoon. There will be a report this afternoon.
Well, perhaps there will be a report. Later.
This person,
We are doing everything possible to solve the problem.
Judy,
Further explanation.
the
Heard all we, we have to try to get out of here.
He said the rescue stations have doctors and medical supplies. If we could get Karen there, we could get help for her.
No, it's one of the world's foremost authorities.
72
science and
years
technology.
Willard. I saw a sign that
He was
said Willard.
born
It's only about 17 miles from here.
in
You
this
know this area. You from around
area
here?
where this
Judy and I are
movie
both
got
from around
filmed.
here.
Yeah.
We were on our way up to the lake to go swimming. Judy had a radio, and we heard the first reports about this. So we knew the old house was here, and we came in and found the lady upstairs dead. Then these other people came. We went down into the basement and put a bar across the door, and it is pretty strong.
How can we possibly get away from here? We've got a sick child, 2 women, 1 woman out of her head, 3 men, and the place is surrounded with these things.
So they've got TV,
Dr. Grimes,
Yeah.
your entire
but they don't
staff,
have
I
phone.
know, has been working
Yeah.
very hard to find some
That's
solution
pretty common.
to these things that are happening. Do you have any answers?
Yeah,
Because your phone lines are different
Yes,
than
we
your
have some
electric
answers.
lines.
But first, let me stress the importance of seeking medical attention for anyone who's been injured in any way. We don't know yet what complications might result from such injury.
How bad has your kid been hurt?
Good advice, Doctor. Now, how about the
Now, Helen's getting worried because her daughter was
Look,
hurt.
you go down there and tell, Judy? Yeah, you tell Judy to come up here and you stay with the kid, all right?
In the cold room at the university, we had a cadaver from which all 4 limbs had been amputated. Sometime early this morning, it opened its eyes and began to move its trunk. It was dead, but it opened its eyes and tried to move.
That's freaky.
They want you
Is
upstairs.
that fair?
Did she ask for me?
Cadaver with no legs or arms suddenly
I don't
woke up and
understand.
started moving.
Baby,
How did it move?
it's Mommy.
I heard. I'll come back down as soon as I find out what they want.
How did it move with
Thank you,
its head?
Judy.
The body should be disposed of at once, preferably by cremation.
Well, how long after death, then, does the body become reactivated?
It's only a matter of minutes.
Why don't you wash it?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't give people time to make any arrangements.
No, you're right. It doesn't give them time to make funeral arrangements. The bodies must be carried to the street and burned. They must be burned immediately. Soak them with gasoline and burn them. The bereaved will have to forego the dubious comforts that a funeral service will give. They're just dead flesh and dangerous.
I need you to find some bedspreads or sheets to tear up into small strips, okay? Is there a fruit cellar here?
Yes.
We need some bottles or jars to make Molotov cocktails to hold them up while we try to escape.
Hey, there's a big can of kerosene down there.
I'll see what I can find.
I'll look for the bottles.
There's a big key ring down there. There may be a key to the gas pump on it.
I'll check. Water.
We can toss some cocktails from a window upstairs. Meantime, a couple of us can go out and try to get the gas and come back for the rest of the people.
But that'll leave the door open someplace.
Yeah, that's right. It better be this door. It's closer to the truck. Before we go, we'll put some supplies behind the cellar door. While we're gone, the rest of you can hold up in there.
I found some fruit jars in the cellar. And there's a key on here that's labeled for the gas pump out back.
Well, that was convenient.
I'm not really that used to the
found the
truck.
key
I
for the
found it
gas
abandoned.
I can handle the truck, no sweat.
You're it, then. You and I'll go. We'll put whatever lumber we find behind the cellar door.
Did his
You
eyes
can go
just
upstairs
turn
and toss
red?
the cocktails from a window.
I don't think so, Bear. It's black and
Tom,
white.
you and I will have to unboard this door. After you toss the cocktails, you hustle back down here and lock this door. It's no good to
All
go
of
in
a
there because
sudden,
we'll have to
they
get back
just
in
turn
quickly.
red for some reason.
After we get the gas and get back into the house, then we'll worry about getting everybody into the truck.
Maybe it's just the eyelids.
I think you're seeing things.
Yeah.
Indications are that before this emergency is over, we will need many, many more such rescue stations.
You always have a smile for me. How can you smile like that all the time? How many do you have done? Come on, honey, we gotta move.
Tom, are you sure about the phone?
The phone is dead out. All you get is a recorded message.
If I could only call the folks. They're going to be so worried about us.
Everything will be all right. As soon as we get to Willard, we'll call them. They might even be there.
I know. Tom, are you sure we're doing the right thing, Tom?
What, about getting out of here?
Yeah.
Well, the television said that's the right thing to do. We've got to get to a rescue station.
I don't know.
Come on, honey, you're starting to sound like Mr. Cooper now.
But why do you have to go out there?
Look, I know how to handle that truck, and I can handle the pump. Ben doesn't know anything about that stuff.
But we're safe in here.
For how long, honey? We're safe now. But there's going to be more and more of those things.
I know all that.
Yeah, listen. Remember when we had the big flood? Remember how difficult it was for us to convince you that it was right to leave? Remember? Remember we had to go to Willard then? This isn't a passing
When
thing.
the body's down.
It's not like just a wing passing through. We've got to do something, and fast.
Who knows how long Barbara
I just don't want you to go out there, that's all.
Hey, Smiley. Where's that big smile for me?
Probably not too long.
You sure we won't use it all, are you? We've got work to do. Honey,
She's not that smart.
Yeah, because Ben boarded up the windows.
And not that strong either.
Bear, a little romance. Just a little.
It said it was drama and science fiction.
Yeah, that's the drama part.
How's kissing
We
someone?
better get her downstairs.
We have to go downstairs now, Barbara.
How?
She's right. You have to go downstairs now, just for a little while, until we get back. Then we can all leave.
Oh, I'd like to leave. Yes.
Barbara's still zonked out of her gourd.
Wait, is Ben gonna provide protection?
Well, he and this dude are gonna go and try to get gas for the truck.
I mean, you kind of have to use a, gun or something to defend yourselves. Like a board, maybe?
Here, this is where it really starts to ramp up.
Why? Why is he doing that? Is he gonna set something ablaze?
Yeah, they filled up some mason jars with
Ready upstairs?
some alcohol.
Okay, toss him.
Kind of made a Molotov cocktail.
Get away from the
That's why there's one. Weakness. One got set ablaze. Fire splits.
Go ahead, go on.
Yeah, and fire splits. Shoot them.
A lot of them out.
I'm going with him.
Get back in the cellar.
I'm going.
It's too late. It's too late.
Shoot.
Uh-oh.
Where's it coming? Come on. Get in.
Shoot. And the forehead use. Fire. Set them ablaze. I wish Ben had a cocktail.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then he could
They
keep
probably could have sent him.
Yeah. Or two. Maybe even three.
Yeah.
fire by gas does not sound good to me.
Come on! This key won't work. Watch it.
Oh, damn. Uh-oh. Sloppy.
Gotta get away from the pump. Hang on.
Tom, you're crazy. Get out of the truck.
Well, you might as well just make a giant fire.
Let's get out of here. Come on, come on.
My jacket's gone. Oh no.
They died. So The Walking Dead did a little Easter egg in one of their most recent episodes. They had a burnt out truck and gas pump. And scenes for a farmhouse. So it was kind of alluding to that it was the same farmhouse from this movie, 1968. Isn't that cool, Bear? So now Ben has to fight his way back to the house.
Shoot them in the forehead with the fire.
You gotta remember, he's only got pump action rifle, so there's only so many bullets he can have.
Still go.
Maybe.
It's not Fortnite, you don't get 100 bullets.
That's true too. Alright. Cooper's gonna leave him.
This stupid ass.
Cooper!
Ooh, he broke down the goddamn door.
No, he didn't break it down. He more like kicked it in. Yeah, and was a pump like, cause he couldn't just go. Bam!
I could shoot you in the forehead right now if you really wanted.
Yeah, but he's not, cause he's a nice person. Kick his butt! Kick his butt! Kick his butt! Kick his butt!
Oh.
Drag you out there and beat you.
Wow.
I'd throw him out the window and let them feast on him.
I would light him ablaze.
I wouldn't. I'd let him suffer.
Alright, Bear. This is gonna get kind of crazy.
Is this a truck?
Yeah. Easter eggs. Did you find that Easter egg that they put in from The Walking Dead?
I didn't personally, but I watched the episode.
And you found it?
Are they taking pieces of the body?
Yeah.
Ew!
Intestines.
Ew, that guy took the heart.
It's probably more like the liver, but yeah. There's a piece of bone. Ew, there's a hand. The zombies have to feast.
What happens if they don't?
I don't know.
They die.
Sometimes they die.
And in The Walking Dead, if they don't feast, do they die?
Probably, yeah. They get real rough and run down.
I'd like to actually see a game where you have to like about this,
Only 10 more
and
minutes? We don't have
you
very
got
long
to
wait.
like choose a character,
We can leave.
and it showed the
We better leave
skills.
soon.
Right.
Johnny's
10
dead.
minutes to 3.
Probably.
Watch her like as a zombie.
You know anything about this area at all? I mean, is Willard the nearest town?
I don't know. We were
I wonder if he like
just trying to get to a
and then is like
motel before dark.
You say those things turned your car over. You think we can get it back on its wheels and drive it? Where is it?
Seems like it was pretty far away. Seems like we ran.
Forget it. It's at least a mile.
Johnny has the keys.
You gonna carry that child a mile through that army of things out there?
I can carry the kid. What's wrong with her? How'd she get hurt?
One of those things grabbed her.
Bit her on the arm.
What's wrong?
The
Who knows
little
what
girl
kind
got
of
bit by
disease
a
those
zombie.
things carry?
So is that
Is she
she's
conscious?
a zombie?
Barely.
She can't walk. She's too weak.
She's She's infected.
Well, one of us could try to get to the car.
You're gonna turn it over by yourself?
You have a car? Where? Where is it?
You won't be able to start it.
Yeah, I know. But where is it?
Good Lord.
Being monitored closely by scientists at all the radiation
Little
detection
pot roast
stations.
bear.
At this hour,
Yeah.
they report the level
Yeah.
of the mysterious radiation continues to increase steadily. So long as this situation remains, government spokesmen warn that dead bodies will continue to be transformed into the flesh-eating ghouls. All persons who die during this crisis, from whatever cause, will come back to life to seek human victims unless their bodies are first disposed of by cremation. Our news cameras have just
Can't
returned
burn all the bodies,
from
Raiden.
covering such a search and destroy operation against the ghouls. This
You ever
was
think
conducted by Sheriff Conan
that
McClellan
this could
in Butler
actually
County,
happen?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
So
You
now
do?
let's go to that film report.
probably.
You think
All
so?
law enforcement
Yeah.
agencies
The dead
and
coming back to
military
life.
have been organized
Yeah,
to
'cause
search out
radiation.
and destroy the marauding ghouls. The Survival Command Center at the Pentagon has disclosed that a ghoul can be killed by a shot in the head or a heavy blow to the skull. Officials are quoted as explaining that since the brain of a ghoul has been activated by the radiation, the plan is
We got these
kill
guys,
the brain,
these white guys,
and you kill the ghoul.
basically doing a lynch mob.
What do you think from the supply wagon, Gus? No, we're all right. Hey, Cass, put that thing all the way in the fire. We don't want it getting up again.
So this guy,
Chief
these
McClellan, how's
two
everything
right
going?
here,
Oh,
this is a
things aren't going
local
too
like
bad. Men are taking it
news
pretty good.
broadcaster, and this
You wanna
guy,
get on the other side
I
of the
think they
road
said
over there?
he's a like a used car salesman or something.
Well, we killed 19 of them
But
today
they
right in
made
this
him the
area.
sheriff
Those
in the
last
movie.
three we caught trying to
And
claw
all
their way
this
into
is
an abandoned
ad-lib,
shed. They
this
must
part.
have thought somebody was in there. There wasn't. We heard them making all kind of noise. We came over and beat
Means
them off.
it's just right off the top of their head. This part wasn't actually written in the movie.
Yeah, okay.
Chief, if I were surrounded by 6 or 8 of these things, would I stand a chance with them?
Well, there's no problem. If you had a gun, shoot them in the head. That's a sure way to kill them. If you don't, get yourself a club or a torch. Beat them or burn them. They go up pretty easy.
Well, Chief McClellan, how long do you think it will take you until you get the situation under control?
Well, that's pretty hard to say. We don't know how many of them there are. We know when we find them, we can kill them.
Are they slow-moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Well, in time, would you say you ought to be able to wrap this up in 24 hours?
Well, we don't really know. We know we'll be into it most of the night, probably into the early morning. We're working our way toward Willard, and we'll team up with the
think
National
about
Guard over there, and then we'll be able to
zombie
get a
lore,
more definite view.
how
Thank
much,
you very much,
how
Chief
many
McClellan.
rules there are
This is
with
Bill
zombies,
Cargill,
right?
WIC, TV
And that guy
Lebanon.
basically just
Thank you, Bill,
made
for
the
that report.
rules, and he was doing it off the
Official
top of
spokesmen
his
declined
head.
to speculate just how long it may take to
Yeah,
kill
but-
all
Crazy.
the flesh eaters.
Yeah, but everyone knows that.
Uh-oh. Power just went off there.
Is the fuse box in the cellar?
I don't know. It isn't the fuse. The power lines are down. Helen, I have to get that gun.
How is there light?
Haven't you had enough?
Well, it's just natural light.
2 people are dead already
But it's
on
dark
account of that
outside.
guy.
Moonlight.
Take a look out that window.
I know, but if they have it pitch black, you're not going to be able to see a movie made at night.
Oh no.
Yeah. Zombies are starting to get old.
But now it's not realistic, so.
Picked up that burning piece. Yeah, but that's what's kind of neat is they kind of figured out that zombies don't all have to be completely mindless. You know? Some of these people might have just died, so could very well be that their brain cognition is still in place a little bit.
You can't hold them off. You.
see who the chicken is. This guy thinks because he's gonna have a gun that it's gonna change things.
But he's actually gonna be the chicken.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You want to stay up here now? Helen, get the cellar. Get the cellar now. Move!
Here comes the struggle. He doesn't hesitate. He shoots him.
Wonder why?
Because he was becoming a detriment to the group.
What's that mean?
Like a big problem. Probably would have gotten
He still might. He's still alive. He's retreating down to the cellar where his daughter is. Raiden, come sit down. Come on, this is almost over. Look, there's his daughter. Come on, sit down.
No.
Come on, Bear.
Watch
5,
it come alive and then he gets
4,
infected and...
3. Come on. People want to see your face. You're the one with all the good reactions. There he goes. Cooper died.
What, from bleeding out?
Yep. Mrs. Cooper. The girl's alive. By alive, I mean dead.
But a zombie.
Here she comes, Bear. Started to eat Dad. Yeah, watch this part, Bear.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think there is something to be said about zombies that pick things up. It means they probably are just newly dead.
I like that she didn't move at all. She just let it happen.
Yeah. She lost her husband. She lost her daughter. Not much left for her. Now imagine being like a 6-year-old.
She's literally
Your
like
parents
getting
dropped you-
stabbed 20
Your
times.
parents dropped you off in a movie theater in the middle of the day and you watch this. Wouldn't that be nuts?
Yeah. She got stabbed 20 times yet she's still screaming.
Now, Barbara, poor Barbara. Uh-oh, look who it is.
It's her brother. See, this is what
Johnny.
I said. This is what I said.
Here, Johnny!
This is another kind of facet of the zombie genre is no one's safe. We started out with Barbara and
Look behind
and Barbara's now gone. So the only one left is Ben. Ben finally decides, after all the arguing with Cooper, this is the safest and last resort. While the zombies finally break their way into the house.
It's not.
And everybody's dead.
This isn't how it ends.
Yeah, it is. Everybody's gonna die. You can't get through 100 of those things.
No, he can't get through 100 of those things.
Until he's dead.
No. Not yet, anyway.
But he will be. Get it? 'Cause
Now he has to go live with the thing that he did. There's the wife with the spade.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Shoot him in the forehead.
Cooper's starting to come back to life.
oh. I don't like that.
But luckily, he's got his rifle. TCOB, Raiden. Takes care of business.
I don't like this. This is scary.
You gotta watch the ending.
I don't
It's
like
almost
it.
over.
This is probably the longest.
Oh, Jesus.
See, that time he got the drop on her. He knew.
This is probably the longest episode of All Things Action we have ever done.
Yeah. It's a special edition.
Super special edition.
And there is a way out. Now the sound upstairs is deafening. The whole house is filled with zombies.
What does that mean?
What?
The sound.
I don't know. I think it's just a transition.
Yeah, probably.
Seems kind of peaceful, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Comes the helicopter. There's the lynch mob starting to move in. So they know that there's a lot of commotion at the farmhouse. So let's see what happens. See if Ben made it out alive or not.
This is like a MASH, if you have ever seen it.
Got the dogs.
That's like kind of such a
Hey, Vince, Al, you want to get about 4 or 5 men and a couple dogs? There's a house over here behind those trees. We want to go check it out. You go here, Bill.
Yeah, Chief, we're going to stay with us till we meet up with the National Guard.
Where's the coffee?
One of the volunteers, you're doing all the work you
I
take.
think so.
Thank you. We should be wrapped up here about 3 or 4 more hours. We'll probably get into Willard then. I guess you can go over there and meet the National Guard. Nick, you and the rest of these men want to come with me?
Well, Bill, check in the office, see what's happening.
All right, Steve, tell them we're going to stay with us, and everything appears to be under control.
Dogs know something's up. Looks like Ben made it through the night. Only one left out of the group.
They need you down there by the barn. These guys can follow the wagon down. I only need a few men to check out
Burned
the
out
house.
truck.
Somebody had a cookout here, Vince. Yeah, sure looks like it, Cal.
clean up all the zombies. Now watch what happens at the end.
Okay. I already know. Me and Samaya already know. Well, that one's dead.
He's the dead one. Get up here. Nick, Tony, Steve, you want to get out in that field and build me a bonfire?
1 hour, 35 minutes.
Ben comes up,
Drag that out of here and throw
takes
it
a
on the
look
fire.
out,
Nothing down
sees
here.
what's going
All
on.
right, go ahead down and give him a hand. Let's go check out the house. There's something in there. I heard a noise. All right, Vince, hit him in the head, right between the eyes.
Dead.
Ben dead.
Good shot. Okay, he's dead. Let's go get him. That's another one for the fire.
What do you think of that, Maya? The fact that everybody dies in the end.
Everybody dies.
And
Ben could have made it. But they're like, shit between the eyes.
And there's poor Ben. I think this is kind of neat how they do the credits, but they still continue to tell the story. Sickle him and start pulling him out.
But he wasn't even a zombie.
And he was just standing there. Why would a
He
zombie...
should have said something.
He should have.
Should have been like, don't shoot.
Yeah, should have.
Because he didn't. He died.
Are you sad?
I'm not sad. I'm just in
Gotta take a drink of water.
I had been.
There, you made it.
Wow.
Poor Ben. In there with all those zombies.
Let's go, Baxter! That's the way!
Let it
Hey,
ablaze!
Randy, light these torches over here. In the back, way in the back.
Knew it.
What a terrible way to go, huh?
Damn, that sucks.
At least not... Wait.
That's the end.
At least that's not... at least the zombies aren't gonna come back.
That's right.
Remember when childhood wishes became dreams fulfilled?
No.
A simple
Weird.
Anyway, guys, what did you think?
It was good.
Raiden? Good show?
Yeah.
You made it through. Good job, buddy. We're proud of you.
Yeah.
So, guys, thank you for watching a special edition of All Things Action video cast. Hope you enjoyed it. Want to thank George A. Romero and everybody who made that movie possible.
And we would also like to thank the people who broadcast it for the first time on the big screen. Because he likes the movie.
Yeah, and now you do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably the first horror movie I've seen.
Yeah, because you're too much of like a baby to watch any other ones. So.
All right. Hey, easy, easy. All right, Bear. Take us through the outro.
For All Things Action, my name is Raiden, and with me today is
Samaya
and Dad, aka Aaron. Thank you guys for watching. Happy Halloween.
Bye.